Why is it when two very similar things emerge, people all of a sudden feel like one has to be better than the other? Is it for some self-satisfaction, or, as many of the most recent examples suggest, a desire to bait clicks and money? See, there's this game called Overwatch. I don't know if you've heard of it, but a lot of people seem to really be enjoying it. Personally, I've had a blast with Overwatch despite it being overhyped. Haha, hooey, what a great original joke I made just there, haha, oh, so original, just like... Oh wait. Anyways, I love playing Overwatch, but there's also this game that's pretty similar. It's called Battleborn. Nah, I'm just joking around. We all know that game didn't sell well enough to even exist. Overwatch is a team shooter where the most common objective is moving an object to certain points on a map in certain time frames, or capturing points from the other team. Variety comes in the form of matches being different almost every time you play, with different players having different strategies and playing with different characters. For that reason, it's hard to be bored while playing Overwatch. The distinct, well-detailed maps and the cool, diverse characters collectively prevent any and all tedium. Now, of course, there are some issues with the Overwatch formula, over competitiveness and over serious players and so on. But none of these issues prevent me from having fun with the game. And I think most people who are willing to give Overwatch a shot will agree that it's an enjoyable time regardless of whether or not it gets stale the more you play it. However, as I sort of alluded to before, with every shooting game comes comparisons. And in Overwatch's case, it's constantly accused of aping off of a game called Team Fortress 2. Now, TF2 is very similar to the likes of Overwatch, so this comparison makes sense. Get this. Team Fortress 2 is also a team shooter with different classes that has matches based on capturing or moving certain objectives. Although I haven't played much of TF2, purely because I haven't had time or friends who wanted to play it with me, I enjoyed my time with it. It's a fun team shooter like Overwatch, and that's it. Both games are obviously not the same. They have their differences and are fun in their own unique ways. That should be the end of it, right? Haha, nope. Seems like people would rather pit themselves against each other and explain why their preferred shooter is the be-all, end-all. The most notable comparison and what sparked this video came from the infamous YouTube Red Map Pat. Now, I suppose you're probably wondering, why isn't this a game hypothesis? MatPat's video on Overwatch is ripe for a good game hypothesis, but this video isn't about his episode of Deadlocked. Everything I could have said about the episode, with its misinformation and baseless conclusions along with the clickbait, has been talked about ad nauseum. Besides, this video isn't really focused on MatPat. It's about the stupidity of comparing two unlike things to determine which is better. Here's my deal. I don't think liking something more than another thing necessarily decreases the quality of the former thing. With Overwatch versus TF2, the implication is that one of these games is better and one of them is worse than the other. It's almost as if the assumption is with these debates is that you can only like one of the games, and thus whichever one you don't prefer is a bad game by comparison. If you think TF2 is better, you obviously hate Overwatch, and vice versa. This mindset is absolutely ignorant and misses the point. What feeds into it are these stupid debates that add nothing to the conversation about the quality of each game by its own merits, which is what I believe every game should be judged on. Furthermore, it's not fair to critically compare an old game with a large old community to a new game with a large new community. That in and of itself provides an unlevel playing field for Overwatch, making the debate biased and, again, dumb. I don't understand the desire for sparking this debate when the debate itself is unnecessary. I will agree comparisons with other games in the same series, and perhaps even ones made by the same developers, have some weight and spark interesting discussions, but this whole Overwatch versus TF2 debacle, it's just not needed, nor should it be taken seriously. Let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. People can like both games, people can like only one, or people can dislike either. With two different games, preferences obviously arise, and spending time debating which game is better is ultimately pointless. Not only that, but debating whether Overwatch or TF2 is better is like debating whether any turn-based RPG is better than any other turn-based RPG. You know, like the whole Pokemon versus Yokai Watch debate, that's also pretty dumb. But I digress. I'm done for now. But if you disagree or agree with me, let me know in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much for watching and take care. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.
Christ has died, Christ is risen, Christ will come, Christ has died.
That's it.